Hello, everyone. Section 4. Welcome to the Management of Upper Extremity Disorders Spring Edition. This course starts on March 7th and will go until April 30th. My name is Chris Kramer. I hope this finds you all doing well. I want to give you a quick welcome to the course as well as go over some brief points of interest, if you will, about what's going to be happening the next 8 weeks and how to navigate the information. I would assume that most of you know this stuff because a lot of you were rolling in from a previous course, January and February. So this is really a refresher for those who may have not taken a course before or who may have been away from the management courses, just to bring people up to speed so if there are any questions. So first thing, most of the information that you're going to find is always going to be right in, obviously, on the front page of the Moodle doc for Section 4. So you're going to go there. Now, where you're going to find all of the information, all of the articles in which you will be pulling your information is going to be in Dropbox. It's going to be right here. Okay, so if we click on this, this takes us to a Dropbox link where all of the information is stored. This is very important. Please mark it in, or at least denote it in some way, because this is course information. Start here, okay? Fairly self-explanatory. This is going to give you the course syllabus, the calendar, so the syllabus is going to run down, how to achieve an A, B, or a C, how the breakdown is, what kind of the expectations are, and then the management course calendar is when are things due, how do you gear things. I would say starting on Monday you're going to be reading and watching videos, and then you're going to be posting on Wednesday and Thursday. You're going to be responding to people's threads on Saturday or Friday and Saturday. If we go back, we can see, like, for example, week 1, medical screening. You'll find that here are the weekly instructions, what you need to do. Here are the required readings, the articles that you'll be asked to read, the lecture handouts that will coincide for the most part with the videos, and then any additional materials and some outcome tools that you might find handy. I would encourage you to download all of the information, even if the additional stuff you aren't planning on reading during the course. Great stuff to go back and look at, great reference material. Maybe eventually you'll have some free time and you'll be able to dig back into that stuff. So week 1, and then in week 1 we're going to be just going through the readings, going through the information, and then we're all going to be posting. So now I'm going to get back out of the Dropbox. We're all going to be posting here in the medical screening for upper extremity disorders and big picture overview for week 1. Here are the videos that you'll be asked to read, and here's the discussion board. First thing I want you to do is do your introduction as well as your adventure. You can tell that it hasn't been updated because they talk about a summer adventure, but talk about maybe perhaps you've got a spring break trip planned, perhaps you've been somewhere over the winter, maybe skiing or something, or perhaps you've got a big trip planned this summer. Love to hear about any of it because it just helps us get to know who you are and kind of your interests and what you love to do, or perhaps what's been keeping you busy. For example, I'm just wrapping up coaching both my daughter and son's basketball teams, and it's been for the last probably 3-4 months I've been coaching basketball. So I don't take a January and February course just because basketball consumes me, and I love it because I'm a big basketball guy. So if you're a basketball fan, shoot me something because it's good stuff. So, anyways, you're going to post. You're going to post here in the medical screenings, and you're going to read through the discussion questions, and you're going to add a discussion topic. So, how will you do that? You're going to start with your name. Kramer would be my last name, and then the topic, right? So we know who you are and what you're posting. I'm going to leave this page because I'm not going to save this. And then you will have this nice long thread. And for those of you who've done this before, this is nothing new. Now, in week 2. You're going to be assigned a group. And what does that mean? It means you're going to be getting Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, or Delta. I'm going to assign you those groups starting Wednesday once I get all the information that I need in. And either Kristen or Damon are going to be also their fits, who are going to be TA only, and they'll be assigned to either one of these 3 groups. I will have 2 groups, and they will each have 1 group. They will be commenting, critiquing, giving you valuable feedback. I encourage you to welcome that feedback. That's how you get better, and enter into discussion and dialogue, not only with them, myself, and the other people that will be in your group. We will have some group projects. Those become week 5 is really when the group projects start. You're gonna have a CAT appraisal that you're gonna do starting on week 3. But if you go down to week 5, you'll see that there is a group project and that there's a discussion board for those groups to take place. You'll be given a case study And again, I will work through all of that, but this is where all of this information, where you're going to do all your posting, and then again in Dropbox, you're going to get all of your information. We're also going to post to Dropbox, and I'll probably put an article linking to that. But there's a spot where you're going, because we can't post our articles in Moodle because it just takes up too much space. And so what we're going to do is you're going to have a place to go in which you can post your articles, and I will show you that in another video, just to show you how to do that and how we're going to roll. But I would encourage you, if you aren't familiar with Dropbox, here's a Dropbox tutorial. Feel free to Google Dropbox tutorials or how Dropbox works, because really Dropbox is just a storage center, a place to hold information. And so EIM puts all of their stuff, because there's so much information that is being shared. It takes up such a large space that we've chosen to do it on Dropbox. And so we can use links to pull back stuff in from Dropbox. And if you don't know how to do that, I'm going to create a video that shows you that. Okay, so there, we've got that now. Now that you have that information so far, that should be a large help in getting things going. I'm going to be also sending out a Google Doc that will, or a Google, not a doc, but a survey that you're going to be using to help guide me in putting our groups together. And so I'd ask that you fill them out quickly as you can. I also ask that you get the information to me, like I said, as quickly as you can. That way we can go live. I encourage you, if you have any questions, you certainly can send me an email. Here are the email button. If you don't know how to, then you can certainly just select the person that you would want to send an email to, and that can come to me. Otherwise, I've sent you information on how to get a hold of me. I would encourage you to do that. This is going to be a great course. There's a lot of really good information that you're going to be able to take back to the clinic. Not only are you going to be able to apply clinically from the hands-on aspects of it, but you're going to have a much sounder footing on really what the literature says and how to speak to that literature, not only to you and your colleagues, but to any referring providers, to your general public. Great way to market information. There's just been some really good stuff out there that we can utilize to help guide our clinical decision making, as well as how we talk to the public, and as well, like I said, the providers. So if you have any questions for me, please shoot me an email, call me. I'm available pretty much all the time. I have my email up, and I'm ready to respond to emails fairly quickly. I am home on Wednesdays. I typically teach at the University of Minnesota on Wednesdays, and so, or I'm doing my evidence in motion work, or in this case, I've got a couple of courses that I'll be teaching, both for the state chapter here in Minnesota as well as in Nebraska. So I'm usually Wednesday, I'm usually home working on stuff. So I'm available, and during the week I'm available in the evenings. It can be hit or miss depending on what I've got going on, but I always say, if you haven't heard from me in 24 hours, I'm probably dead, because I usually respond within an hour or two, unless, again, there's something major going on and I've got my phone with me, and I can usually get back to you. Because I know one of the hardest things about being in an online course is that there's a lot of great information, but if you feel you get stuck and you can't move forward, and that's your time to work, it's really frustrating if you feel like you, again, can't move forward. So any questions, feel free to give me a shout out. Otherwise, look for this information, and I'll be in touch with further information regarding the course, and then how to use Dropbox. See you all online. It's great to have you all on board.